Hello there.
It stinks.
So, I didn't really like Kenobi. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but I also felt it was the most unnecessary thing ever. Like, from the first 3 episodes, I was like, okay, I see what we're going here. We can still fix this. We can still imply there's something really interesting happening here. And what? No. Not much of else. All we've really done is took a bunch of toys out, played with them for a bit, and then put them right back where they were before. Now, granted, that is the nature of a midquel, which would be the Kenobi series, because Obi-Wan, Vader, Luke and Leia, as well as Owen and Beru, are all set to die in different films after this. Alright, Ben Kenobi's gonna, spoiler alert by the way, Ben Kenobi's gonna die in A New Hope. Don't worry, we'll see him all the way till Return of the Jedi. Vader is going to pass in Return of the Jedi. Don't worry, we'll see him in The Force Awakens, and we'll think we'll hear him in Rise of Skywalker. Luke will leave us in the horrible film Last Jedi, and Princess Leia, or General Leia, depending on how you want to call it, she'll always be Princess Leia to me, will sadly leave us in Rise of Skywalker, a film that, yeah. So with Owen and Beru will sadly pass away or be murdered, depending on how you look at it, in the events of A New Hope. So yeah, they're all going to be gone somewhere else, ergo, nothing can happen to them. This is the problem every prequel series has to deal with, so you have to put a lot of other stuff in the story. The prequel series, the prequel trilogy, whether you like it or not, was also telling another story, which is how the Republic became an empire, what happened to the Jedi, how Luke and Leia ended up separated, what happened to their mom. It's telling a whole bunch of other stories. The Kenobi series doesn't tell you any other story. Oh, I'm sorry. It explains why Leia is the way she is. Because she met Kenobi. Which I felt was a disservice to her character. I think... this is nothing against the actress that did the job. I felt she, especially for a child actor, did a great job. Especially with the direction she was given. She's better when there's less of her, because I think they overplayed her for 3 episodes. I think it was a bit much. But overall, I think that was a good performance. Everyone turned out a great performance in my mind. I have no opinion of Moses Ingram's portrayal of Reva, except I think Reva was just terrible. I mean, she's the only character by default who is not protected by the plot. So, yeah, but she does a lot of really weird, stupid, contrived stuff. Among which is still surviving a lightsaber wound. But you know what? Let's shelf that. Let's shelf Reva and Owen and Beru and Luke and Leia and a bunch of other extras in between. Let's focus on the real meat, the real spice, if we will, the real tour de force of this movie, the draw, which was Ian McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Darth Vader, which he never... Well, no. If I'm not mistaken, he was in the suit at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Like, he's the one that came off the stretcher. So, there was that. And he also reprised his role as Anakin in the flashback. So, these are great. Choreography's terrible. And the reason I care about that more than I did in the sequel trilogy was because the sequel trilogy could at least hide behind the fact that, there was really no one from the train under, all the information was lost. And sure, Ben Solo could probably fight better being trained by Luke, but, Ben Solo's a failure. So, whatever. Here, though, these are from 2 masters. They should be doing better. So, Vader's role here is kind of pointless. What really should have happened is that how it ended when they left, when he escaped Vader, that should have been the only interaction the 2 of them had. That really should have been it. This whole scene here where, you didn't fail Anakin Skywalker. Vader did. I'm like, well, no. No, now you're validating what Kenobi's going to say here.
Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. He betrayed and murdered your father. Now the Jedi are all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
And I think it's better if Kenobi comes to that conclusion himself. It need to happen. They did not need to fight at all. It's also weird that Kenobi doesn't know about Darth Vader. Because while Tatooine is in the middle of nowhere, Kenobi by default is invested in what's going on in the galaxy. He's not some sad sack who just like wastes away his time. Like, I come in, get some food, go off, look at Luke, go home, then I do some stuff, and yeah, it just no. Vader is the face of the Empire. By default, people would know, and we already covered that he does know that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. Right? He heard the name. So, yes, he knows. And even, I think really what should have happened was they should have gone into those other stories. Like there's the Dark Times comic, and that story tells what happened pretty much after Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope. We see different Jedi scattered throughout the galaxy trying to, avoid the Empire, trying to make it by in a galaxy that kind of hates them at this point. We see Vader coming into his prosthetics, into his body. The Darth Vader comics also showing this too. We can see the rise of the Inquisitorius for the first time, which is also shown in the comics. There's a plethora of stories, both non-canon and canon, because Disney Star Wars likes to have its cake and eat it too without expanding on Legends, which everyone wants, and they'll pay for it. This feels like a waste. And the thing is, I do not support the idea that all Star Wars is good Star Wars, because that is not true. That is not true of anything. Alright? I'm just happy to get something new. No. I expect more. This is just nostalgia debate. Like, look, this is member berries. This is the epitome of member berries. And I'm sorry, as much as I love me some member berries, I'm gonna need some more substance, something more to go with it. Something with some meat to it, some substance. Even Reva, I know we said we wouldn't talk about it, let's talk about her. Her story is sort of poorly told. I think people say they talk about a Reva series that should have already happened before. Like, we could have seen a Jedi, a youngling turned Inquisitor, as a full story. She already has to deal with the fact that her story was told better in Jedi Fallen Order. And, yeah, you know what? We've complained enough. We have complained enough.
Your lips are moving, and you're complaining about something. That's whinging.
Overall, though, again, everyone did a great job. Looks all right. Choreography was terrible. Yeah, I'm not going back to the Kenobi series. I'm just going to go read the books. All right, so yeah. Anyway, with that in mind, if you're new to the Bucket Think Tank, for like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out some other videos, and I'll catch you all later. This is the Bucket Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching, and as always, may your fandom serve you well.